loadingscreen.ie. War Rank Jackhand Wanks. ZurichTip.ie. Thanks for the ZurichTip.ie. Featuring Goose, incorporated by Zurich. AMG. Drive the new AMG tomorrow. Not now, not yesterday, not tomorrow, but yesterday. It can be yours for a scintillating price. Do you have what it takes? Why not get down to the dealership and see what you can give? Please give generously. We're waiting on you.
Je m'appelle Claire Lafeuille, j'ai 23 ans. J'habite à Paris, je suis belge. Qu'est-ce que je dois faire?
Une envie partagée, encore peut-être inavouée. Peut-être encore jamais dévoilée. Je l'ai vu à la télé. Si je mange vers un enfer, faut t'avouer ta moitié pardonnée. Et on en reparlera si tu dis la vérité. Et j'ai pas
Joseph Coney.
le temps
Joseph
de
Coney.
laisser envahir
Joseph
tous
Coney.
les faux sourires.
Joseph Coney.
Et j'ai pas le temps
ZurichFilth.ie.
à tous les faux sourires. Et j'ai tout quitté afin de te trouver. Je t'ai trouvé dans la foi, profond fut là où moi. Et j'ai tout quitté afin de te trouver. Je t'ai trouvé dans la foi, profond fut là où moi. Si je mange vers l'enfer, si je mange vers l'enfer. Si je mange vers l'enfer. Si je mange vers l'enfer. À quoi tu penses dans mon absence? J'ai un parfum d'espérance au fond de moi. Au fond de moi. Y'a comme un manque de cohérence dans ce malheureux silence au fond de toi. Au fond de toi. Et j'ai pas le temps me laisser envahir par tous les faux sourires. Et j'ai pas le temps me laisser envahir par tous les faux sourires. Et j'ai tout quitté afin de te trouver. Je t'ai trouvé dans la foi, profond fut là où moi. Et j'ai tout quitté afin de te trouver. Je t'ai trouvé dans la foi, profond fut là où moi. Si je mange vers l'enfer, si je mange vers l'enfer. Si je mange vers l'enfer,
1917, a review by Conor Williams. An absolutely fantastic showpiece, ruthless in its concept and construction, and in its execution, has to be said, great aplomb. It definitely plombed along, it didn't leave you sitting there twiddling your thumbs. Pop, 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 goes the corn pop. Pop goes the weasel, and other such nursery tales. I often think about the popping of the corn, how symbolic that is to humanity as well. How something just pops to life one moment and you eat the corn. It's gone the next. So you need to really make the best of what you've got going on in your life. I think that makes sense. I don't know, It was here disaster struck. As I removed the bag of popcorn from the microwave oven, I had overcooked each and every bit into a char-grilled, salty spectre of its former self. Had to heat a new bag.
Mercy days, mercy days, mercy days, mercy days, mercy days, mercy days. Oh yeah, mercy days.
It's almost 6 o'clock. ZurichTip.ie. How's it going, guys? Conor Williams here. Coming to you live from Rome, the Colosseum, where ancient gladiators battled it out against beasts and other gladiators. Just to live, just for a living, just to carve out a living. Just so that we could drive around a track, courtesy of Crybaby O'Neill and Jamie O'Hare. Thanks so much. BrooklynBridge.ie. 2 bridges there. The housing development in Manhattan, Lower Manhattan. And that's a classy shot as well. That was when we were in the... can't remember where that was, actually. I think it was the Dolomites or something. Could have been the Dolomites. Autumnal vibes. Yeah, great times out in the forest. Oh, and this is that cheeky little situation we got into on the edge of a cliff. I remember actually, I had a few passengers in the car. I couldn't hear myself when we got to that point because of the screams. The car was just like, the windows needed replacing after it. But it was great to be at the edge of that cliff, as dangerous as it was. Not recommended. Japan, another cool place to drive your car if you've got what it takes to get over there, you know. Can't remember where that is. Some European gaff. Who knows? Who even cares? What matters is that I was there, and they had me there. And they lost me. They could have kept me, but they didn't. I belong to you guys now. Drive time. I'm proud to be here. I think I've done a lot for the stream. I think I've done a lot for the Japanese as well. The sushi, the maki roll, the salmon slider, the fucking wasabi cider. I don't know. €3 tip there from Fox Rock Bum Tickler. Thanks very much for that. Hopefully everything's going on well in Fox Rock and that. Yeah, stay away. Don't be tickling any bums, please. Unless you've got permission. But thanks for the tip anyway. That's my workshop, come studio, come garage, come photo shoot zone domain, come night spot, after party spot lounge. You're all invited to that later on if you want to come down. Make sure to check out the statue in some Czech town, Prague. It's fantastic. Really is. Thanks very much, Fox Rock and Jamie. Mercedes Flick Splinker, Ivan Yates, NoFap 2020, and Jack Hand. Very, very kind of you. Very, very nice of you. And very, very, very goose of you as well. Hope you're all doing okay. I don't know about that. I think we'll move the music on a little bit from something a little bit less indie. Get back to the main thrust of the action. Bit of Bloomberg going as well. Stock of the day.
State and local governments. The company was spun off in June 2018 from DXC Technology. Prospectus ticker is PRSP.
No way!
Shares rebounded from a slump in the fourth quarter of 2018 by surging 53%.
Phil Eglinton, thanks so much.
Set a record in November.
Dave Wilson there from Bloomberg, really blasting out the blooms, courtesy of Phil Eglinton. Thank you so much for that. And Stare Chicken as well, thanks so much. Greg Goose, cheers. Hopefully you're all on the Grey Goose. If not, why not? It's the most premium vodka money can buy.
It's almost 6 o'clock.
Just started a new job, says Stare Chicken. Wanted to share some of the good vibes. Thank you very much for that. It means a lot. It's very kind of you. And hopefully I can do it justice by putting in a few gold tropes and coming out with some lovely, lovely trophy wear. You know. Feel it. Drive it. Mercedes. Can you feel the dream, Mercedes? Have you got what it takes? Get behind the wheel of a beautiful Mercedes. Not now, not tomorrow, now. In fact, you should have had it done and tied up yesterday. What went wrong? Did something come up? You said you were gonna have this wrapped up. I thought you were all over it, John.
It's almost 6 o'clock.
Luke Coyle, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Luke. Appreciate that. We left it at the Alsace village the last day. Came away with the head in our hands, crying like a baby after we got diffed out of the last few bend turns, courtesy of the Goodyear boys. Apparently they had their pit monkeys shipped in from fucking Yokohama. So you can't really deal with that unforeseen event. Dave Wilson knows what's going on. Thanks so much, Dave. And Techno Dilf 1964, thanks so much. Absolute beauty of a machine you have there, Conor. Reminds me of a dream I had in 2003. I'd not slept in 3 weeks and was doing 190 miles per hour down a road in my Mercedes E320. Take care, sir. Mark, formerly known as Sweet Beast, thank you very much. Let's do this. I'm actually in a GTI. Would you believe that? Taking the GTI to the track because you need to mix it up. Also, it's a race which is limited to FF cars. You can't drive a Mercedes in this. Lovely stuff. The Goodyear brothers lent me the GTI after things got a little bit messy at the Clubman last week. We were at the paddock after the Clubman race out at Blue Moon Bay, myself, and a few Tamagotchis later, and I was 3 cyber pets to the wind. Couldn't even string an absolute fucking beauty of a sentence together, which is very unlike me. And Shigeru Miyamoto came over, and he was shedding 3 tears. One for justice, another one for solace, and then he said a final tear for you, Conor Williams. Why? Because I want to see you do well. I know you're doing well, but I want to see you doing even weller. I said, listen man, just go back to making Mario games. And I thought at the time, that's a little bit fucking condescending, Cons. But thank God for Japanese pride, because he simply bowed at me and then walked away. And the rest is history. I'm in Nintendo next Tuesday weekday. I'm going over for just a little bit of chat regarding the new up and coming Nintendo project, Super Conoro, which is a spin-off of the popular franchise. I don't know if you've heard of Mario before. Well, they're making a fucking Conor version. Why? Well, big fan of the streams. Big fan of the streams. He loves it. He watches every day, doesn't understand a word. Doesn't understand a dicky bird. But he says I've got what it takes. And he just loves the bombast. I made a note of that in my moleskin at the time. Just says bombast. And it has 2 lines underneath it, underscoring the importance. And then a further 2 exclamation points at the end to further highlight the importance. I'm gonna change the cockpit view here. Feel like I'm really involved in the race then. It's either a cockpit or a bust at this stage of the game. We drive like demons across open tarmac, whilst Johnny Ronan surveys the scene in his sky base above. He's had it redone, restructured, reconstructed, and it's an absolute space station. It's fantastic. Grand opening there 2 days ago. He was flying just over the Irish Sea, hovering around there. Made a couple of pickups in the Isle of Man, and yeah, just went off with a bang. Like, as you know, the Skybase fiasco at the NCT Centre last week was just unprecedented, unforeseen, and unwarranted, and not needed. I said to Ronan, pick yourself up and get back on the horse. Yeah, if you build it, they will come. And that they did, trying to get in. Big queue out the door of the Skybase, which was incredible, seeing as though there's nothing to stand on in the sky. And people had to bring their own propulsion units and hovercraft systems. There was one man who actually attached himself to 5 drones. And he lost a limb, unfortunately, but he did get in. But he lost a limb. But Ronotnik, fucking gentleman he is, consummate professional Skybase host, flew over Dublin and fucking dropped your man into A&E, where he's still being treated. But I mean, look, you limb some, you lose some, is what I said. Didn't really gain any traction at the time, but a few Snyders laughed, and that made that made all the difference for me. What are we here? We're in first position here. Conor Williams going for gold trofinado. Look at that. Fuck. He's driving a GTI as well. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, bud. It's not gonna. See you later. See you later, bud. I ain't got time for pussyfooting around, bud. You always need to show aggression and rage on the road, otherwise known as road rage. Gets a lot of bad press in the press, but you want results. You want to get home for your tea. You don't want to miss anything on TV. You don't want to miss Love Island. You need to start getting tough with the other road users, because the only language they understand is that of aggro and revs and torque. It's the problem with a lot of drivers these days, Sunday drivers. They're all talk, but they're no torque. Alsace Village O'Hurley, a prime exponent of the road rage movement, imparted all that knowledge to me, and I use it with great aplomb on the track. No way, baby! You're not getting ahead of me, no way! Ronotnik's over there. Hopefully you can fucking drop some oil spillage. Please, Ronotnik, if you're watching. Civic! We got a Civic here, baby! It's not gonna happen! Get out of my way! Sorry guys, it's a very frenetic and bombastic start to the day, but I didn't want it. I wanted to ease in. Yeah? But these clowns just ain't gonna play those games. They've got Conor Williams raged. It's a Japanese lad, Masuda, and Andre Fry from the States. Fucking stay to him. Trying to come at me. Come on, man. Come on, Conor. Don't fluff it. Don't fluff it, Cons. You've got it, Cons. No, Cons!
Time passes quickly, and you're about to receive your new S-Class, a vehicle you can be proud of.
You can be proud of.
In this film, we would like to introduce you to some key features and give you some operating hints.
Operating hints. Nice bend.
Round the track to go here. Into 4 so. For strap on, back on the track.
It looks like Mercedes is hot on his back.
It's Bodars. 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 Who's hustling and hurrying? Max for strap-ons, rear tail gauge, left pipe screamer. Pipe screamer. Pipe screamer. Sparks are flying. Pipe screamer. Rear tail gauge, left pipe screamer.
None of these drivers have father figures. What'll they do? What'll they do? None of these drivers have father figures. Clean up your room. Clean up your room.
It's almost 6 o'clock.
Oh, sorry about that, guys. Just had to break away for a moment just to collect my thoughts. Absolute state of Yamuda. Taking me on the final furlong like that. It makes me sick. It makes me sick. Musk by Elon, thank you very much. Appreciate that a lot. Some wonderful comments coming through here. Hopefully I'll get time to read them all. Big shout out to everyone out there watching. Big shout out to everyone watching, everyone out there in the chat, everyone tipping. It's fantastic. Muttman, thank you very much. We're gonna go again. See that guy there at the top, Masuda? Mashimoko Masusu. Trying to take Conor Williams out of the Creamy Screamer League. Not gonna happen, babester. Why? Because I'm second place in the last race, I could have been first if I didn't fucking time gap it up at the end. Right into the barrier bend. Look, let's not dwell. You cannot dwell. That's the worst thing you can do. That's the worst thing you can do. Let's do this. Let's go again. Let's go again. Mao Zedong, thanks so much. It's fantastic. It's incredibastic. Keep it in second. Slip into third on the exit, and then you're into fourth, and you're into rev territory then. Just pure revs. So Blick. Sue Blick, thank you very much. You're into great revs whilst listening to the revs. Although it's not, it's Matthew Fauborg. Please stay. Track ID, please stay. A lot of people out there asking for the track IDs. I don't get time to remind you of these things whilst I'm trying to cut off that fucking snake Masuda. He keeps on springing up. He's like a triple-headed hydra. Himself and Fry the Yank. John Murphy.ie, thank you very much. J Murphs, hope you're keeping well, bud. I'll see you at the next Alsace Village Classic, which is going to be taking place next Tuesday, weekday niner. And Dylan's going to be there too, supplying the bass. Not only does he have bass speakers, subwoofers and the like, but he's going to be supplying the bass. He is the bass. He's going to be supplying the bass for the pizza that we're going to be making as well. Matt Cooper's bringing the van along, so there's going to be some catering on set. I'm going to have both red ravens attached to my shoulder. I've told you about this before. When I do my DOP work, my director of photography, principal photography director, I edit, I shoot, I've done everything. I was on Phantom Fred. Told you about this before. My last venture was Alex Honnold's Free Solo. I got fired after day 2. We were shooting on El Cap, and he was climbing El Cap without any ropes. Charlie George, thanks so much for that. I really appreciate that. Hope you're well. And yeah, it was taking me a lot longer to get up El Capitan than I anticipated, and that wasn't working well for Alex. We had a bit of a blowout halfway up El Cap, and I was on one of the mountain ledges with my 2 red ravens on my shoulder, and he was going, "Conor, it's been 2 days." He speaks with an American accent. "Yo, Conor, it's been 2 days, Conor. How come you couldn't make it up this mountain so fast?" I was like, "Listen, Honnold, shut your yap, for one. Second, I don't go by the name Conor on set. I go by the name The Raven." I did that, and it fucking spooked him. He lost the grip on one of the little stone things, which is the technical name for them. Slipped, nearly fell to his death, and said, "That's it, you're fired." I said, "What? For what? Fucking Raven? You're firing the Raven?" So I called the NCT Skybase up, and it came and got me. Honnold went on to make an Oscar-winning movie, but it wasn't with me. It was without my touch, and I seen the resulting film. The picture itself lacks depth, lacks vision, and really is a shadow of what it could have actually been. But that still wins you an Oscar, so you do the maths. The Oscars and the Grammys, they've gone to shit. You can quote me on that. Ugh. Saw it last week. They're giving Billie Eilish 17 awards for the music. It's very slow and there's not. It's very. Where's the melody? Like, you know. Fucking closing my Billie eyelids, listening to it, waking up, going, where am I? I'm bored, and I've got a headache. You cannot account for taste. It's like nobody went and bought Ivan Yates's quintessential cookbook, but it's actually one of the best pieces of cooking literature since fucking Fanny Craddock's mukbang. Psychedelia Smith's LSD cookbook extravaganza. And Jamie's shit dinners, which I actually fucking consult every day now that I'm living on my own, since my wife kicked me out of the gaff. Kicked me out of the gaff for working too much and not, according to her, paying sufficient attention to her or her needs. And that's a forewarning for anyone out there who likes to play with their AMG. Go playing with their AMG. Playtime, you gotta limit the playtime, you know? You gotta play hard, you gotta work hard as well. And work not just in the office, but on your relationships with people as well. It can be hard to do sometimes, you know. After 15 years, you know, you think you've gone through the hard times. You think you've gone through the hard times, and out comes another bunch of hard times. You go around the corner and there's another bunch of hard times as well. But we're only human, you know. It's it's actually a unique phenomenon, I suppose. Although monogamy, probably isn't. It's not unique. There's a lot of people doing it, but you know, to stay on good terms, civil terms, loving terms, endearing terms for years, decades even. It's no easy feat. Mean feat. Look at that! This guy trying to...
It's almost 6 o'clock. It's almost 6 o'clock.
The time has arrived. The Six Nations by Stout Guinness.
Vodafone.
The beasts have arrived. Worship, adore them, for they are the men who keep us safe at night and who play an amazing game of rugby. The photo op is family friendly. There'll be nothing family friendly about the clashing, the bashing which will occur. The first bit of bashing got underway early. A fresh box of bash was unopened. What was inside? You got it. The bash ball. The bash ball was shepherded out to Sexton, who managed to cross the line and drop egg. First blood to Vodafone, Highland Spring Water.
It's almost 6 o'clock.
More rugby coming up in a bit. I hope you're all doing well out there. This is Drive Time with me. Crive the new Cregrays. Slave away and trues the moo. It's a brand new cruiser that's meant for cruising and bluesing. With your blue trim clues and a couple of fucking side door hatch panels, you can be sure to get in and out of this beast when and as you need to. The front, Don't even joke to me. It's got an absolute fucking beast face. You wanna get in that on a fucking wet Tuesday, weekday, fortnight. Just feels like a cozy Saturday. Salivate over this. Reach for it. Try and grab it. It's within your midst. It's an absolute sweet, sweet machine. And if you've got the dream, if you've got Zurich on the brain like me, then you'll know what I mean when I say that the Grey Goose is plenty loose inside this machine. It's got an interior fridge cabinet. You can stir your Grey Goose, your Sam Pell, ready to go and partay, but never ever drink and drive.
It's almost 6 o'clock.
Really looking forward to this Modius sleep gizmo that's coming out soon enough. Can this gizmo prevent sleepless nights? I hope so. I really hope so. Sleep is very important to your regenerative state. Your mind and body. €450 though. It's not pocket money. If you've ever had insomnia, you'll know how miserable and debilitating it is. The reason why sleep deprivation is used as a form of torture. Right, okay. Is this an ad? Modiushealth.com. The ban seems to have had an effect on my sleep, which means it is worth the investment long term. The not so good. That swaying feeling could be a problem if you've ever suffered motion sickness. There's a bit of waste involved too. The electrodes are single use, and the alcohol wipes are too. You get enough wipes and electrodes to get through 75 sessions. Wet wipes? Why'd you need a wet wipe with this thing? Where'd you put it? Where's it located? Did you wrap that around your wrist? A Bluetooth. It's a Bluetoother. Connects via Bluetooth. And the original, you have controls alter the intensity of the stimulation. Mobius. Oh, the Modius Sleep. Modiussleep.ie. Looks like a great bit of kit.
It's almost 6 o'clock.
Hope you're keeping well out there, everybody. Aoife, thank you very much for your kind-hearted and generous donation. Remember, Vulture Fund are going to be on tour. Get your tickets while you can, because they're going to be gone like hotcakes soon enough. There's going to be a good few venues that we're playing as well. Breheny, thank you very much, Breheny. Backstage, access all areas, passes to all you guys. So please do turn up. It's going to be an absolute cracker-jacker lular. ZurichTip.ie. Vida, thank you very much, Vida. Go here. Let's have a look.
It's almost 6 o'clock.
Ba 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 ba. Nose beers, yeah. Thank you very much. So that's the gold So that's the gold trove, John. Where are you thinking of going next year? Alsace again? I could be tempted. Maybe Italy. Maybe the Maggiore Speedway circuit. Let's have a look.
Almost 6 o'clock.
Tory Top Crew, thank you very much. Any Hobbs coin on the market? I heard it was being used as Venezuela's underground currency. I couldn't tell you. All I know is that Hobbs coin has been dissolved. There was a real... It was a stinker. After all that shite in the Hibernian Club on Stephen's Green, the build-up... Alioski, thank you very much. And Control-Alt-Defeat. Johnny Alioski. The man, the myth, the legend. The wingless wonder. There's a man who gets his modiest sleep. 8 hours. You don't need any more. You don't need any less. In fact, I'd say get at least 8 hours. Zurich, thank you very much. The Swords is a ghetto. Thank you very much. Keep up the good work, Konzo. Thanks very much for that. Yurtus or Hernus. You're gonna give me a hernia with the kindness. You're killing me with kindness. You're killing me with kindness, man. Thank you very much. BillyEyelids.ie. Thank you very much. In fairness to Eilish, she's going out there and she's achieving, and she's doing it in a world that's dominated by scum. So fair play to her for that. Although multiple gongs. Meta Kitten, cheers. Thanks very much. Multiple gongolados. I don't know about that. Come back in a few years when you've had a few more albums, and we'll see about that. But until then, take the one and enjoy it. That's what I would have said, but I wasn't invited, sadly, to the Grammys. Mainly because I'm not a musician. But also politics. They don't like me because, well, me and my entourage, we always leave a trail of destruction in our wake, but we do tidy up after ourselves, like, you know. Look at that, right into the back of that Fiat. He's feeling it. Fix it again tomorrow. We'll need to head into the garage tomorrow with that. Get a touch up. Neil Prendeville, always FAP challenge. Listen. He's a good guy. Solid rock broadcaster. That was just a fucking... that was a glitch, okay? That was a glitch. And no one needs to remember. Did you see that? Scum. Fucking tail gauged me. I'm getting tail gauged. Bruno, thanks very much, bud. Fucking Neil Prendeville again. From beyond the steering wheel. Just not taking these turns as well as I could, that's the problem. And look, a long time since I was on this track. Long time. I think Steve Jennings, I was last talking to Steve Jennings the last time I was on this track, and it was a long time ago. The Jeevester, the Stevester, the Jenster, the Jensen Button, the Chocolate Buttons. I hope you're getting on well, bud. Not too keen on these tunes, whatever's going on here. It's very fucking Billy Eyelids. It needs to be changed. Rapid Stat Pronto Max. If I can get a hold of the tune machine while I'm driving. Cristiano Tune Aldo sends his regards. Doing the biz for Juve, he is. Doing quite the biz over there. 50 goals in like 70 games or something. They absolutely adore and they worship him. It's akin to Napoli's love of Diego Maradona. Although it will never reach such frenetic levels, it's still unbelievable. Talismanic-like status. Another great film you need to watch, Diego Maradona, that documentary that came out last year. Same guy who did Senna, same guy who did the Amy Winehouse movie. Same guy who did those films, and they were great films. But Diego Maradona, some talent, some skill. He went over there and got involved with the Napoli's Camorra, the Bad Boys, the Shit Stinkers, the Mafia, which is the same thing but with a different pronunciation on the vowel. It's a bit like, I was saying this to Shigeru Miyamoto at the Skybase Extravaganza grand opening the other night. I was like, yeah, Shigeru, some people call your game Super Mario, and then others, such as myself, would say, Mario. Do you get me? And he just again bowed and started crying. I said, why are you crying again, Shigsy? You're always beefing. On my shoes, I looked down at my Flyknits. Nike Vapor Air Flyknits custom job. And they were getting wet. Wet from the tears of a Japanese gamesmith. He didn't understand the difference between the vowels and the pronunciation. But he did explain to me what the tears were about. Tears for fears? No. Tears for beers. He says he can't drink anymore because of some problem that he has. Tried to explain it in Japanese. My Japanese isn't good. I said the only language I need to speak in is trophies, Miyamoto. Do you want to see my trophy cabinet? Started showing him the golds, multiple golds, sumptuous silvers. Got about 100 bronzers in a box that I don't even show, but I showed him anyway. He was impressed. It's this music. Don't like it. Not my cup of tea. Usually the autoplay goes on a good. We've had that. Parallax, not too bad. Yeah, it's an old favorite. It's an old favorite. Hope you're getting on well out there. Sorry I don't have time to check the scrolling chat messages as I'm driving on the track. Getting gold for you. Sorry that I couldn't take time out of getting gold for you to read some message. But thank you very much. Leprechaun, please. Sarah, if I can dig that out, I'll try and get it for you, but I just... At the moment, my head's up my arse. Nothing's in the right place. Big Belly, thank you very much for that. Conzo, haven't seen you. Happy New Year, said Steve. Happy New Year to you, Steve Jennings. Can you put a price on a good night's sleep, you say? Yes, €450 with the Mobius. And the Zurich Splink Lifter division. The Yates just does it like no one else, you know. He's a real Freddy Krueger. Look at this. Michael Graham, he was the guy that Michael D. Higgins, our president, called him a wanker. If I can find that. have a look.
6 o'clock.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Jewish organizations.
Oh yeah. I remember it being 15 or anything.
Mongering is getting better. The many mistakes Obama is making. At least 47 million people that the likes of you condemn to no health care in a country that I was proud to work in. These people are going to have some health care. Okay. So this is the issue. So therefore be proud to be a decent American rather than be just a wanker whipping up fear. Yeah. A decent rather than be just a wanker whipping up fear. Yeah. Whipping up fear. Whipping up a decent American rather than be just a wanker whipping up fear. Yeah.
Sorry, I will soundboard that. I'll soundboard that when I can, but I just don't have the materials. I don't have Cubase cross Ableton cross Logic. A trifecta of music creation software, which I've blended all three of them into one machine. I run that on a Linux, which has 17 gigabytes of pure RAM. And that's not much when you think about it on the surface, but what we've done with the trifecta operating system extravaganza is we've streamlined all packets that are being sent from each node, so everything's just you basically only need about half the RAM you'd be ramming. Maybe a bowl of ramen noodles as well, just to top it off. But we're not sure. We don't know. It all depends on what you're doing. Vida, thank you very much, Vida. It's very kind of you. I hope you're keeping well. Can you send your thoughts and prayers to my good mate Camille? He had a car accident in his Mercedes. Camille, I hope you're well, man. Get well soon. And get the car seen to as well. Thank you very much. Thomas Flynn. I hope you're keeping well, bud. And also, wife likes. You're too good for the ex-wife, you say. Thanks very much, man. That's really nice. It's a nice sentiment. Look, shit happens and you move on. Let's not stay on it. Let's not dwell on it. Just get in the car and stick on the Wuhan clan. Bit of coronavirus. Good news is we're actually making Corona Wave is a thing, and that's going to be premiering at the Anaconda G Classic next Tuesday night at Lewis Hamilton's ThinkPad, which is an old laptop which we all get inside via some kind of inner space style injection into someone's arse, and then we go out through their nasal passage into between the keyboards, between the keys on the IBM ThinkPad. Sorry there, I'm missing out some kind-hearted gestures. DJ Swank Dangler. Thanks very much, bud. I hope you're keeping well. Seen the Irish commentary there for the Irish-Scotland game. Ended abruptly. I hope we've got the full thing. Johnson's wireless printer, thanks so much. Let's have a look here and see if we have it. 6 Feb. Is it Ireland, Scotland?
The time waiting around the periphery.
Yeah, we have the full yoke. See if we can get this again for you. Bear with me, folks. Bear with me. Bear.
The wind noise has been reduced further. And, as a special safety feature, the windows and rear view mirrors remain cleaner.
Clean that shit off the rear view now, or I'll have your job.
The time has arrived. The Six Nations by Stout Guinness.
Vodafone
The beasts have arrived. Worship, adore them, for they are the men who keep us safe at night and who play an amazing game of rugby. The photo op is family friendly. There'll be nothing family friendly about the clashing, the bashing which will occur. The first bit of bashing got underway early. A fresh box of bash was unopened. What was inside? You got it. The bash ball. The bash ball was shepherded out to Sexton, who managed to cross the line and drop egg. First blood to Vodafone, Highland Spring Water. BT launched the ball into the scrum pile, and BT retained the ball in the scrum pile, though Vodafone are trying mercilessly and doggedly to try and relinquish that egg from their clasp. And look at that, sheer grit, determination, and pure empuzzlement as well. Vodafone must retain possession. Oh, they've lost possession as BT on the sprint, on the manoeuvre, on the jumpity jilliker. He throws it to his left. Your man throws it to the right. What have they got? They've been colluded right to the ground. Terra firma. Ground 0, 9, back to Bin Laden. Bin Laden sends a subway out to the footlongers there, just waiting around the periphery. One of them has thrown it to the left. It's a Gilbert Grape, over to 15 now. And Sugar O'Booley just fucking hammers through. Stick that up your fuck, you sick cunt. There's a few lads playing ball for Sugar here, and one of them has just took the whole jug of honey. That's too much sugar. There's been a bit of a protestation here. The referee, who could be protesting himself, could be a Protestant, for all we know. Do we care, though, in this time, this age? Is that something we should be bothered about anymore? Whether someone's a Protestant or a Catholic? We don't know. Maybe it matters. Maybe each case on its merits. As for the egg, well, I do think about the game an awful lot. Sometimes I think, is it worth my time at all? Then I see Sexton lining up a conversion and kicking that straight between the posts. I think to myself, Konzo, you're back in the game, bud. Do you know why? Because you are the game. Two sets of beasts collide like plate tectonics, shifting, creating earthquakes, down to ground, ripples, tsunamis, Fukushima meltdowns. There's only seconds to go. What can they do here? Can they protect their back line from BT? It's Vodafone. Kick it out. They know it's time up. And that's that. The mighty Vodafone have defeated the Unfortunistas, BT.
Darkness. 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 Cry. Blythe the Blues Blobbly Blaze in the new ANG 7-fold Niner. It's got a couple of fucking Winona Riders glued to each individual side spook, which will leave you impressed, for one, and, to a lesser extent, slightly more impressed. The front, don't even come near me. It's an absolute beast mechanical sheen. Charlie Sheen gave his nod and wink the last day when he saw about it. He sent his regards. You'll be pleased to know that this thing does not piss out carbon. It's got a smog filter built into its arse, so you can rest assured any fumes that you're pissing out is gonna not make things worse. It's only a matter of time before you get your hands on this. You know that. You've got what it takes. Just fucking make it happen. Get down to the fucking place and make it happen tomorrow. You won't regret it. You'll have a 201 in your hands.
The new S-Class is beautiful, sporting, and dynamic. And very elegant. Almost like a coupe when viewed from the side. Its external dimensions are slightly less than those of its predecessor. Shorter, narrower, and lower. But of course, that doesn't mean that we have made any cuts with regard the interior equipment.
Quite the contrary. The rear leg and knee room have actually been increased. Oh. In the front seat, too, you can really appreciate this spacious design. When you slip that key into the slit, the steering wheel automatically recalibrates to its last known position. It can also be adjusted by splinking the flick lifter at the side of the compound. When you pull your key out of the ignition, the steering wheel does its own little business, moves out of the way to give you more legroom when exiting the vehicle. That's not all this little baby does. A vast array of buttons, controlling a myriad of hopes and dreams. Shy away from the tuppence. Don't ever touch my leather upholstery. Got the seats on the riser, the dash and the walnut and the sat nav. Come over for a test drive. I'd like to show you my headrest.
It's almost 6 o'clock. Let's get behind the wheel and drive. Drive time. The way we were always meant to drive. Man was made to drive. The tune, Parallax by Harrison. If you don't know it, make sure you start to know it. Paddy Bamford, thank you very much for your kind-hearted and generous Bam Bam. You are the Bam Bam Man. You are Bam Margera. Thanks so much. Viva la Bamford. Ivan Yates Cookery School, it's going to be opening up soon enough. You want to be chefing? You need to get in there. I can get you enrolled. We'll need to see your portfolio though. A portfolio of meals that you'll have to bring to the interview. Cooked. We'll have a microwave here. We'll have a microwave so that you can warm up your portfolio meals. Charlie George, thank you very much, Charlie George. The Arsenal legend. Before my time, before our time, before your time. The man, the myth, the pension. Thanks so much. Zurich Slip. This is Sakuba, everyone. This is a Japanese track. Which is good for me as well because I'll be hanging out with my Yamoto later on. Gonna go do a bit of karaoke. And then back to his for some Mario Kart. Or Mario Kart. Whatever way you want to pronounce that vowel. It's all yours. It's yours to play with. And you gotta mind yourself on this fucking bend here. Because it's deceptive. Thank you very much. The man, the myth, the pension. Again. It's too kind. Too kind, Shakur. But Miyamoto's a good guy. Really is. Loves his games. Loves his sake. Absolutely hates Sega. Don't even mention Sonic to him. Sonic the Hedgehog. He gets very wound up about that little guy. Something like Japanese honor system or something. He just doesn't want to hear about his competitors' creations. He'll talk the fucking hind legs off of a table all day long about the Switch, the GameCube, the Dolphin, which was the prototype GameCube, I think. Ill-fated. The control deck, the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, all that stuff. But if you mention or bring up Sonic the Hedgehog, he actually blows the lid. It's
Starts going fucking, it's like Japanese crazy, man, like. He was singing Frank Sinatra's My Way, but he just started saying I will kill you during the song, during a karaoke song, like. Because I had a picture of Sonic the Hedgehog on my phone. I was showing it to other Japanese businessmen. The reason? Well, you'll be glad to know that I'm actually getting involved with Sonic myself. We're gonna do a collab together. And there's so many things that we could collab on. It's hard choosing one. He's a versatile little guy. He's a great hedgehog. He's got a heart of gold. He's so fast. He's so quick. Blink and you'll miss the little fella, like, you know. But he says, Conor, I love what you're doing. I love the Ronotnik. I don't like him myself. But you seem to be a good guy. And just, you know, be careful on that sky base, because I think he's a prick. Basically, Sonic was calling Ronotnik a prick. I was like, listen, he's a good guy. You just need to have a bit of a powwow, sit down, maybe fucking hammer out a new pension plan as well with me before we even do that. Sonic was like, yeah, I'm already covered. I've already got VHI. I said, do you have how'd you have VHI in Japan? He says, we just do. So yeah, but he says, Conor, you're shit hot at the moment. I watch your streams as well as the Nintendo lad. And I think he's going to make a bid for you at some stage. So I just want to get my my gloves in here. As you know, the little hedgehog fella wears white gloves. And he slipped me a business card. And then just did his fucking curled up into a ball and then charged up and just whoosh, straight down to Shibuya for a bit of maki and tuna. So I called him up the next day, said, look, I'm at a loose end here. I have to meet Lewis Hamilton and the Gran Turismo boys later on. But I'm free until about 5. Sonic, if you want to go for sushi or coffee or something. And that we did. We got kicked out of the first restaurant because animals weren't allowed in. And, you know, I kind of saw him. He was a bit embarrassed by that. Again, the Japanese honor system. They're very, very proud. Too proud to be seen to be annoyed at something, you know? Or angry at something. So I got a hold of the proprietor just by the scruff of the neck and I said, listen, mate. He might be an animal to you, but he's a fucking good, solid friend of mine. He's not gonna shit inside your sushi house. Let him in, and if he does, I've bags with me and I'll pick them up. I'm not a savage. He just bowed and walked away. I need to learn some Japanese, to be honest. But yeah, anyway, we managed to get to a new place that would let hedgehogs in. Sit down. He didn't shit anywhere, thank God. He's actually house trained. And wears nappies as well, sometimes. He shoots from the hip. Sonic's a good guy. He just says, listen, man, I'm thinking about getting out of the games and into fashion. I love what you do, Conor. Obviously, you're a human. I'd love to be able to wear the gear myself. But I think that you've got what it takes. I said, what, you want me to sell the stuff? He goes, no, Conor. I want you to wear it. I could not believe it. Could not believe my ears. And myself, Sonic the Hedgehog, we're going to be releasing our own clothing line, clothing brand. At first I thought maybe it's going to be just us guys.
myself and Sonic, making a brand new line of clothes. But apparently he's in touch with Helly Hansen for the collab, and he wants to do something with them. He also managed to fucking send me off to some Japanese science men who put me in a pod, pressed a button, and did the job on it, and managed to turn me into a kind of hedgehog style cool guy, Conor the Ledgehog. And I was surprised as he was at the time. Ended up going down. I got a few fucking weird looks on the streets of Shibuya, just going around doing my thing. And what can I say? They really did a great job. This was just for the preliminary photo shoot that we went to do. So we went down to an old fucking cool abandoned Shibuya warehouse. I just got it on there with the heli gear, like, and I think it looks actually quite good. It's like royal blue, it's Sonic blue, with touches of class and dignity as well. I've never actually, when I seen the preliminaries, I looked at this image for 12 hours, just like this. 12 hours, guys. I was speechless. Just looking at it. I was trying to think of something to say, but there were no words. But after the 12th hour, I just went, Helly fucking hedgehog, man. I can see where this sweet little dreamer is going. I know that he's got it up there, and he's got the spin attack as well. We're doing this. Helly hedgehog all the way. Preliminary fucking wind shell. It's got an absolute cool interior slimline fleece liner to keep you snug and warm. It's detachable as always. And yeah, look. If you've got what it takes, then get your hands on it. Fucking Conor the Ledgehog, man. Doesn't get much better than that. Or does it? We've got a new feature on the way, guys. A new feature. Celtic Tiger Nights. Celtic Tiger Dreams. Celtic Tiger Nights. It's Celtic Tiger Nights, guys, where we look back to showbiz.ie's articles from around the peak Celtic Tiger years 2005-06 and remember the good times. It might bring a tear to your eye, so please do have a Kleenex ready or something. Colin Farrell, bad boy, you know it's on. Someone there anticipating the Celtic Tiger Nights. Thanks very much for that, Colin Farrell. But spent all the pension on Goose. Know any soup kitchens that do a good early bird? I don't, mate. I don't. I think there's something in town. Get yourself into town. Anti-MC, thanks so much. Anti-Mac, anti-MC, whatever way you want to skin that apple. All I want to say is Helly hedgehog, Helly hedgehog, Helly hedgehog. Get that into your head and get out and buy it. Great outdoors. Port West, they might be stocking it. Lifestyle, we're talking to lifestyle. What can I say? We're talking to lifestyle at the moment. Track request, thanks so much. What's your track request? Heard this tunage at 3 a.m. during a sesh at Jensen Buttons. Thought it might help lube up the old drivetrain. Nicholas Jar, a time for us. Okay, we will stick that on. Thanks very much for the tip. But yeah, Helly hedgehog, get into it. Lifestyle, we're talking to lifestyle. We're talking to lifestyle at the moment. Yeah, we're talking to lifestyle. We don't look. It's the deal. Pie in the sky, guys. At the moment. Okay. But it's gonna be up there. They want it. We know they want it. They're just fucking dilly-dallying, trying to get a good deal. They want a markup. They can mark it up. They're happy to rip off their own customers. Sorry, Lifestyle, if you're watching. Oh. Showbiz.ie, Celtic Tiger Nights. Let's have a look. Old News Archive. We've got some very scintillating... We'll just potluck it. We'll potluck it. We'll potluck it. Galloway. George Galloway slips into Dublin. Celtic Tiger Nights. 2006. Read by Conor Williams. After leaving the celebrity Big Brother house under quite hostile circumstances last week, Respect MP George Galloway made his first chat show stop in Ireland at the weekend. Georgie boy there, good guy. He may have taken on Saddam Hussein and the US Senate and come out on top, but the high-maintenance celebrity Big Brother housemates proved to be the downfall for Georgie boy. Gorgeous George made his way to Dublin at the weekend to appear on the Ryan Tubridy show. Jeez, he did well, Tubbs. Late now. He was gunning for glory with the Tubridy show as well. Remember that? That was like the Kenny Live. Was it a Saturday night show? Ryan Tubridy show. I remember Kenny Live was the precursor to Kenny on the Late Late. But there wasn't much live action on it. It was shot as live, but it felt very, very wooden. And a lot of people used to just call it Kenny Dead. But there you go. According to a report in a Sunday paper, apparently the two are an item. And this is George Galloway and Rima Husseini. That's his partner there, Rima Husseini. I don't know if he's married to her or what. Let's see if we can crank this up here. Here we go. There we go. That's what you want. There's Gorgeous George there. Galloway and gallivanting around Dublin. Heading into Donnybrook. D4. Ballsbridge. RTE. And there we have Baldrick as well. What was he doing? Getting involved as well, was he? Tony Robinson, man. Time Team. They really got this is what I love about showbiz.ie. They really got the most out of their photographs. Look at that. One of Baldrick there. And then in the same photo again, but in its original state, Baldrick and Mystery Woman. Showbiz Ireland spotted Tony leaving his hotel with an attractive woman. When we asked if she was his partner, he replied sarcastically, "No, she's my mother." Great stuff there. More of that coming up later. Celtic Tiger Nights. Celtic Tiger Dreams. Celtic Tiger Nights. Lovely bit of Celtic Tiger action there.
To reduce fuel consumption further, an automatic cylinder shutdown system is available on the S500 model, which electronically disconnects 4 cylinders under partial load and only reactivates these when more power is required, without your even noticing.
Without your even noticing? What kind of school did you go to? Darkness. 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 Darkness.
Round the track to go here. Into 4 or so. For strap on, back on the track.
It looks
Have you got a moment? Good, sit down. Just wanted to run this by you. We've the mobility unit moment coming up on Tuesday. Have you everything prepared? Good. Look, we're going to be going through some new documents, flashing out some new pamphlets, wafting the pamphlets together, creating a gust of wind in front of the client, seeing if they can sniff on that, and whether or not it's a smell they want to go with. Did you have the service done in the 24 hours? Wednesday at 2 p.m, John. Okay, see you later. John, just a quick one about the Mobilo Life. Do you have the report? You're gonna have to pull a quacker on that one and get it out before noon song tomorrow. I'm driving across Tuscany. I don't want to be driving across those beautiful scenes without the report in the back seat. And the only reason I'm going over there is to deliver the report, so make sure it's there. I want to look fucking amazing in the car, and I want to feel amazing too. And I will only feel amazing when I have that report in the back seat, the glove compartment, or even the fucking boot. It's a beautiful car, John. I wish you could drive it. I wish you knew what I knew. Although, you're probably better off not knowing what I know. Report on the desk by 9, John, please. Thank you. How many days of goose remain until the last day of the Mercedes raining sale? Let it rain down on you and your family. If you've got a family, this is the car you need. If you don't have a family, this is the car you need. It suits all needs. It's a needster. It's got a little fucking sweet face on it. But don't let that fool you. Beneath the bonnet is a raging, absolute beast machine, which would kill if it could, but it doesn't. And if it does, then you'll go to jail because you're in control of it, even though to control something like this would require more than a human. Are you more than a human? Come on down to Conor Williams' dealership tomorrow and show us how human you are by fucking buying this machine. 201. Just imagine it. Can you imagine driving around and your number plate says 201 on it? Sorry, we don't. Celtic Tiger Night. Sorry about that. It's not Celtic Tiger Night's time, I'm afraid. We just done that. Great car, though. Get your hands on that AMG. I've been rocking it all week, trying to get people to buy. No one wants to buy. It's tough. It's a tough world out there. You're trying to sell, no one wants to buy. And then when everyone wants to buy, you've nothing to sell. Although that doesn't happen to me. I always make sure I've got all my stock delivered on time. I actually use JIT, just in time, which is a business mantra whereby my stock is only repleted as and when the orders are coming in. You do well to get on that yourselves. If you can't, I don't know what to tell you, don't know what to say. Maybe get onto fucking Small Spank 1916. Ask him if he's got any answers. I don't think he does though, but he's got a lovely tip. Thanks very much for the tip. Someone's just after saying San Pelly Hansen. I can't believe it. I can't believe we didn't even fucking think of that. Mr. Chips, thanks so much. Now, where are we? Sakuba, we've beat. We've only 2 more races to gold. The Autopolis and Brands Hatch Indy. We can get that done. Gold the night away. Head to bed, knowing that we put the work in. The hard yards. San Pelly Hansen, thank you very much. Are the rumours about the Hobbs Coin Gold launch true? You shouldn't be talking about that on stream. Don't be talking about that on stream or on the chat or sending messages about that, okay? We'll talk about that later. Thanks for the tip. Don't mention it again. Science gone too far. Thanks so much. Were you involved in the new Sonic film? I was. In fact, the outcry over Sonic's face recently enough that it was too real, it was too weird. One of the other Titsy Merbo, thanks very much. One of the other artists' conceptions was Conor the Ledgehog as well, which was a mashup. But they didn't. They flew that one to the Sager top brass, but they fucking poo-pooed it, man. They poo-pooed it in a big way. Tickling the fish. Thanks so much. Yo Conzo, love the stream, you absolute ledge dog. Or ledge hog. Please say happy birthday to Debbie Fish for me. Goose you later, baby. Debbie Fish, happy B-Day. Hopefully you're getting on well. And that it's a good day all round. Blackadder, thanks so much. A lot of messages have flowed by there. I missed them. What do you make of the new acoustic windscreen on the AMG? Very good. Very competitively made. When you compare that to the Audi, which has, Ricky, thanks so much, man, which has to contain all manner of frequencies of a Bose interior sound system, subwoofer, you name it. You can sometimes still hear it, but I mean, I installed my own Bose Bang & Olufsen as well. I've got both of them, so I use whatever I want when I want, but can't hear a fucking thing outside that, which is great because I want to bring it over to the cliff edge again, and if anyone's screaming inside the car, you can't hear that. It's just, you know, if you're parked on the edge of a cliff, people are gonna scream. There's nothing you can do about it, like, you know. Whether they've not got the balls to do that. I have. Let's get on the track. Let's get on the track here and just get this grooving. Groove Armada. Are gonna be playing at the opening for the Heli Hedgehog collab. Really cannot wait. If you've any suggestions of what you want me to collab with Sonic. What the fuck am I driving here? What's going on here? I'm in the GTI again. A lot of bit of slipping and sliding there. I'm behind another Japanese bad boy. Arashika Mura. Bennett in front of him. Another Irish guy, friend of mine, Willie O'Kelly in 8th. He's a good guy, Willie. But there's no love lost on the track, that's for sure. No love lost. Not to say that we're in love with each other or anything like that. It's purely a brotherly, fucking jovial friendship kind of love, you know. When I analyze my respect, there he goes. See you later. Oh, it's Bennett. Willie here. This is Willie now. In the Peugeot. Fucking get this sucker right now. See you later, Will! Hopefully you heard that. When I think about it, I don't actually love him at all. I'm not even a good friend of his. I'm cordial. I extend the hand of friendship before a race. I offer the sniff of goose afterwards. What more can a gentleman of the road do? Oh, for fuck's sake. Sorry about that, guys. Thankfully, O'Kelly's still eating gravel back there. Darren Lindsay here now from the States. His first name is male, but he's got a fucking female Christian name for his surname. Fucking Darren Lindsay, mate. See you later. That blows. That must suck. And then ahead of him, we've got the Austrian, the French, and the Glockenspiel, Glockner, the German, who's sadly driving a Fiat. Or is it an Alfa Romeo? I'm not sure. Yeah, it's an Alfa. It's shit. Doesn't matter, it's rubbish. See you later. See you later! Must be tough for these guys sharing a track with me. There they are again. Fuck you, Glockner. Oh, that was passing and actually the Finn. Tell you, the Finns are good guys. The Finns are they're a good stock, good people. A lot of time for the Finns. I was actually sharing sushi with Mika Hakkinen in Tokyo the other day, and he was giving me the lowdown on the Finnish people and the Finnish mindset as well. He was going on for ages, so I quipped, "Are you finished yet?" And he said no, he didn't get it, went over his head, and continued talking for another 20 minutes about customs and border checks as well. He was getting a little bit right wing, so we wasabi'd it up and fucked off down to the Saki house, which was that was where we met Miyamoto. He's wanting to Nintendo it up, but I mean, once he hears about the fucking Heli Hedgehog collab with the Sandball, the Sandball, you know, he's gonna blow the lid. He's gonna remove me from his WhatsApp group called Sounders. Spelled with a Z at the end, even though he's Japanese and doesn't speak English. He's got a WhatsApp group with me, Eddie Irvine, Eddie Jordan, Matthew Fauborg, fucking Willie O'Kelly. And none other than Eddie Hobbs. Fucking hell, man, I'm steaming the road into the gravel box and it's not good. It's not looking good at all. Can he maintain composure on this, the last lap, the biggest race of his life? Glockner's lament. Roger Courtois, the Frenchman, trying to fucking French the Benz. It's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to give it the blast here on the last few laps, the last few turners, as we cruise hard and fast into the Mary Harney Extreme Turn Burglar Expressway, sponsored by Pizza Hut, in association with the February 8th election. Rock the vote, guys. Rock the vote. Don't know who you're gonna fucking vote for, though. Gang of con artists and scabadichis, as I said to Shigeru Miyamoto, who's an ardent Fina Gwaler, would you believe? I was talking to the Sonball. He says he's going green. Fuck that, man. Bronze! Get out of my house! What? Oh, final lap, sorry. Jesus Christ. Conor Williams there, losing all manner of composure. Sorry about that, guys. Conor Williams back in first, baby. Was it ever in any doubt? Was it ever in any doubt that this man was not gonna end up in first place ahead of the Glockenspiel, Frog Balls, Danny Glover's son, Mihal, Ulrich Friedman, Eric Bennett, Luciano Passanen, and Darren Lindsay, the man with a female Christian name as a surname. Absolute scenes here at the fucking Autopolis with Conor Williams bringing it to the fore. A lot of you out there probably thought, yeah, Conor Williams gold trophy, foregone conclusion, but you know it's not like that. Sometimes shit gets in the way, life gets in the way, and you just have to try and cream the cracker yourself. And cream that cracker we have done. Look at that. Otto backs there, trying to fucking wax his way lyrical. Not gonna happen. See you later, Budski. See you later, man. Grey Goose on tap. Fucking goose tap. Gold trophy.
ZurichTits.ie, JosephConey.ie.
Great stuff.
a fantastic world, and we're living in it. Just saying there, it's a fantastic world, and we're all living in it. So, just enjoy it. Life's a trophy. Sometimes it's bronze, sometimes it's gold, sometimes it's silver. Doesn't matter what it is. Just enjoy the journey to the trophy. And if you don't get the trophy, what are you doing talking to me? You should be going out competing for the next one. That's what it's all about here. Drive Time. Conor Williams. Gold Trophy Williams. Conor Murphy's apology. Thanks so much for that. Big shout out to all the politics heads there. Getting all fucking political about stuff because of the election. None of that shit here. I'm sick of hearing about it. Fucking sick to the back teeth of hearing about it. Congratulations, Fontaine. Thank you very much. I hope you're keeping well. And that you're having a great old day. Great old evening. Grand old stretch heading our way as we plow headlong into spring. Leaving the fucking wasted winter behind. It's been a very mild one, but I mean, this still could be a horrible snap around the corner. Branded Ireland, thanks so much. Hope you're keeping well. Hope you're doing well. Check this out, guys. Please Stay. Great old tune. One of the Conor Williams Drive Time staples. Rod Little. Hope you're getting on well with the young one that you left your wife for. Let's have a look here. Zurich, Ivan Yates. No, maybe a bit of Irish Times Business. Zurich. Maybe. What about the Bloombergers? Sam Thomas, thanks so much. What I really wanted to bring you here, to gather you all around here about was the Grey Goose city-inspired gift tins. Okay, if you don't know about Goose, guys, get goosed. Get on the Google, get on the Goosel, and start fucking finding out now. Fast, rapid transit. Aircom Shares, thank you so much, Aircom Shares, and Sammy T. Rod Little said he's getting rid of the wife's settlement, so enjoy the €1. Thank you very much, I will do. Grey Goose have released a series of city-inspired gift tins, which are GTR exclusive, whatever that means. Launching initially at airports in Paris, nonetheless, before rolling out across other regions. The series features gift tins designed to honor Paris, London, Mumbai, Sydney, Dubai, Singapore, New York, and fucking Dublin. I know they haven't wrote Dublin at the end there, but look, it's happening, it's happening, it's happening. My people are talking to their people. It's going well. The talks, they're actually in Dublin as we speak, in a room, hammering out the fucking contract. It's happening. Dublin limited edition Grey Goose with a picture of the goose on the top of the bottle, and then there's gonna be Halfpenny Bridge going. See the way New York there has see the way Sydney has the Sydney Harbour Bridge. We'll have Halfpenny Bridge there. It's gonna be an absolute barnstormer. Iconic drink. I was actually on board with Vinny Gallicheri. Myself and him, good friends, good buddy of mine. He's a great guy. Myself and Vin, we go way back. Managing director at Bacardi Global he is. And he says whether it's somewhere you've just visited or a destination that's top of your bucket list, or perhaps a reminder of home, everyone has their favorite cities. Too true, Vin, too true. He drives a lovely car, nice Audi. Diesel guzzler. Fucking Vin Diesel, I call him. We've chosen 7 of the world's most iconic cities to launch this eye-catching collection, inspiring shoppers to celebrate and enjoy every moment of their journey with the versatility of Grey Goose vodka. It's the perfect spirit of the celebratory cocktail.
£45 sterling. That's only $58, which is probably about €52, which is probably about €60. $59.99 it's going to be retailing at. Don't ask me about Tesco. They put a markup on those guys. Okay, guys? The limited edition gift tins going to be available from the airports that we mentioned before. Also, we have a consignment that they brought along. They're just demo tins. They don't say Dublin on them, but we have them to keep and drink ourselves. We're going to be cracking them open at the Miles Dungeon next Tuesday, weekday, fortnight for the Anaconda G Classic. Thanks very much for the tip, Anaconda G, and for letting me know about Lewis Hamilton's space suit, which he's wearing. Thank God I designed it for him. Let me have a look here. Hamilton, Instagram. He's back on the gram, doing damage again, wearing the new suit that I made him for his fucking christening. Well, I made it, but it was too big for the... Obviously, a baby wouldn't go into that. It was a man's jacket. And on the christening, I said, when he reaches man age, jacket he shall don. And he just had it in his fucking cupboard for the past few weeks or years. Hasn't put it on. And I'm really glad that he has now. It's an unbelievable job. He's a good guy. He's my godson. Fucking godson.
You join us again for another powerful game of rugby in the Six Nations. Here it's France versus England. And the ball is in denial at the moment. Everyone's trying to gather around it and intervene and see what it really thinks. But unfortunately, it's being heralded by the French into the try zone. Trifecta. Try your best to put them down. You can't do it. The Stade de France just goes absolutely ape shit for their team, who have managed to fucking put the smack down right when it means something. None of your hanging around during the good times. These boys, the French boys we're looking at right now, they're all about the hard times too. Look at the size of the shoulders, man. He's got shoulder pads in there. How did he get like that? Seems as though there's been a bit of scumfuckery as the Gilbert Grape landed on the shoulder bicep of the English player's arm. And the referee blows his whistle hard so that everyone can hear it. It signifies something has gone on. The French, boom! All the way down the field of play, and it's England who are chasing that rabbit. It's gonna go out at the end. Yeah, lets it go out. Good man, but I mean, fuck me, what a kick. Huge kick there from the French. The English are in trouble. They're 24-0. They want to turn this around, try and look like heroes. It's going to be a long way to the top. Some lad falls down on the ball. It'll go to a vid-ref. What does vid-ref say? Vid-ref says yes. It was a complete touchdown. Or smackdown. And there we see Boomhauer. Fucking boom time. Bald Englisher throws it out to the fucking far Lancashire. There's a 14er on the way. Jinx past the Frenchie with aplomb. He's ready to slam down the boo-boo. And he's done it. Well done. It was a real sweet child of minor. No one fucking had the niner on him. Even if they tried, they couldn't stop him. His legs were powerful. Too powerful for the vast array of French arms, which were trying to sabotage his ultimate aim. Baldy, out to Scaldy, all the way out to fucking King Caldy. Number 12, drops the bollock. And it's a Gilbert Grape right into Bull Sledger, who fucking shines it home between the sticks. And it's an absolute consolation try. It was an absolute steam grape out your man, who fucking just breadbasketed it between the posts. A lot of French boulangeries trying to fucking stop him.
Young guys, Conor Williams here. Just checking in with you regarding 1917, the movie. In particular, the review I gave earlier on, I said it was immaculate in its concept and construction. I actually take that back. I don't think it was immaculate. I mean, it was very good, but it wasn't that level. I'd say it was fascinating and rewarding, but immaculate, no. Just go, guys. John, just a quick one about the Mobilo life. Do you have the report? How many Crive the Ludes Marbibes in the new crew cross with a 7x9 cab twisting into the derriere, an extraordinary feat of humanistic pleasure channeled into a metallic box with gears, knobs, flick lifters, tires, balloon banks, and a 595 face extravaganza. In more ways than one, this thing will change the ways of which there were only one. What about the back? I hear you ask. Well, if we speed this guy around in a tight little mixer, woo, like that, and then we stop, pause, and reflect upon the arse, we can see it's a pure gooser, an absolute 9x75 juicer. The blue ribbons rocking the cheese, and Grey Goose on the brain with the Zurich in the mainframe. See you later, Conor, will you?
Verdongen, 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 verdongen.
Located beneath the armrest, you'll find cup holes and a mobile phone storage unit. Deutschmax. Das ist gut, ja. My face is better than yours. My dash is more complex than yours. My dreams far more ambitious than yours.
My dreams, more ambitious than yours. My green, laser shining right through your door. The heat system in your Mercedes like something fundamental, like your hairline, yo, it recedes every time I walk by. I see you flicking knobs, I cry. With your walnut whip, gear not thick, Mercedes Benz shit in your eye.
Located beneath the armrest, you'll find cup holes. It's almost 6 o'clock. How's it going, guys? Conor Wills here, trying to get the gold in the final race challenge of tonight's edition of Mercedes Pellegrino Drive Time News Talk. Today FM, Ivan Yates on plates, Matt Cooper Incorporated Interracial Spice House Extravaganza featuring cameos from Maria Walsh MEP, Vertonghen, Connick the Ledgehog, which is me in my hedgehog format, and numerous other fucking ledge bags of the fall. There's too many to mention. Pickled Onions is one of them. Thank you very much, Pickled Onions. You're a good guy. And you make some cracking Anglo wave. Some recession core. We want to see more. We want to hear more of that. Get the word on the street from Padre Tobin. Don't worry about his head. He just needs to get a fucking release valve and he'll be grand. An attractive woman, thank you very much. I can't believe that. Thank you so much for that. That's a very, 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 very Zurich tip.
It's beyond the goose. Sinn Féin in the membrane. Thanks so much.
It's almost 6
Thank you very much for that. An attractive woman. Okay, let's do this. Brands Hatch Indie. We've got Harrison's decompression on the stereo on the Bang & Olufsen. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling groovy. Irish right wing. Let's do it. Big shout outs to both wings of the political spectrum and the centrists who are too scared to fucking put a foot out of line. Either that or they probably just want to blend. They hold different opposing views maybe. The Ronster, thanks so much. Any info on Ireland tour dates? Yeah, we have something here, man. Vulture Fund, we're going to be at the Sugar Club. The Workman Dove. And Roisin Avenue. In Carrickboy. But Hot Press said... Oh, let me see that again. Sorry about that, guys. Hot Press quote from Vulture Fund. Take the recession, sprinkle no compromising deep intrusive house and a dash of burial inspired sound wave. Stick it in a pipe bomb and fuck it through the window of an unfinished housing development. The resulting sound? Vulture Fund.
It's almost 6 o'clock.
Vulture Fund. Vulture Fund. Vulture. 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 Yeah, Vulture. So glad Ron Otnick has got his beautiful Skybase back for the gigs. We were gonna have to get a minibus to travel around to those places to do the gigs, but Skybase got rebuilt. Fucking real big ding dong the other night. Cirque du Soleil, Ivan Yates. Sure, Ivan Yates actually was training with Cirque du Soleil, and he was doing his trapeze act, and he fucking dislocated his his little finger. Had to go to St. James's, but he's okay now. Like, he got it popped back in. I said to him, Yates, you can fucking swing. And I'm not talking about the keys and the bowl you left in the Skybase. Whoa! Bit of braggadocio, a bit of banter, a bit of bants, and he was as right as rain again, you know. He's gonna be triple access all areas as well when we get the tour on the road, the show on the road. Greta Thunberg, she's cooking up some tasty fucking vegan techno out there in Sweden in her hutch. And Johnny Ronan, well, he's the face, he's the front man. I'd be the brains of the operation myself. But it does mean Skybase is going to allow us to go beyond Ireland. Once we've done the Irish tour, we have big dreams and ambitions to do a global job. I cannot wait myself, you know. Being all around the world already, it's going to be great to go again. Touring with the band, getting the band back together, but we've never actually performed live before. It's all conceptual stuff at the moment. But the sound is there. That's the main thing. A lot of people falter at that. They have the image, they have the setup, they have the whistles and the bells, but they don't have the sound, you know. Maybe they have enough to carry over one album. When the sophomore album hits, that's when you see careers falling by the wayside. And that's something I said to Thunberg and Ronan. It's like, we're not gonna make shit. We're not here to make shit. We're here to make good stuff, good solid bangers. Thunberg kicking off about the carbon emissions from the Skybase. I was like, let's just get the gigs done first, yeah, before you start going off on your green wave. Go back to school. Yeah, she's grand, you know. He's great as well. He's gonna have to get permission to bring the skybase over to different parts of the world because it's different airspace. A lot goes into operating that machine. It's a fucking headache for him. Sometimes I see him, he's just lost. He's just lost, you know. He should just go back to building stuff and hanging around and being a cool cat. But he's had this hard on for the skybase for a long time. You don't want to crash a man's dreams by telling him it's stupid, unsustainable, and impractical. But he won't listen to you. And that's why he's such a good businessman. Ruthless. Doesn't listen to no one. You can't tell him anything. He's gonna have to get that skybase checked out before he does fly over those places. Could be some danger as well. We took in on a fucking cruise, test cruises the other night. We flew over the Pacific Ocean. A couple of tribes that were untouched by civilization on random islands. We landed on a couple of them, stayed and had the chats. Third lap out of 4, and we gotta get these 2 yellow guys, the Finnish and the Spanish man. But yeah, we were flying over China and Russia, and they were giving him a lot of grief. Australia, we went over there as well, and there was a lot of grief and there was a lot of smoke, and he actually dropped me off into the middle of the eye of the storm, the fire zone, the firestorm. And I just did what I could. It was Conor Williams fighting for Australian wildlife and Australian people as well. Putting myself on the line for the marsupials. Doing a lot for them. I think I've done a lot for the koala bear and the eucalyptus tree. I think I've done a lot for the kangaroo. I was fucking living with a pile of kangaroos there for 2 weeks. Because Ronotnik fucked off and left me there. I just became bush tucker, man. At one with the elements, living with the kangaroos. And they took to me. And I took to them. And we had a great time. Really friendly animals. Lovely stuff. They were amused and amazed by what I was. They'd seen humans before, they'd seen Australians, but they'd never seen Conor Williams. They'd never heard of Dublin. And they didn't drink. So I had a camelback filled to the brim with goose and pell, which I was delivering on pain of death to them. But they wouldn't drink, so I was nicely sozzled. While the flames were licking higher around us. It kind of dawned on me that being pissed, drunk, wasn't the best thing. I was trying to save these little guys. So I had to use the last bit of goose to douse some flamage around by the kangaroo guys. Which only added as a flame. It was flammable liquid, so the flames licked higher. Burnt down their den. Second den that we built that day for the fuckers. But, sorry I say fuckers, but they're actually good friends of mine. In the end, I had to leave them, like, you know. I played a set for them. The penultimate night, I played a set. And they loved it. It went down an absolute storm. And they love their house. They love civics as well. Not as much as I love fucking taking them out on the bend. Haha! See you later! But they're a bit rambunctious, the kangaroo boys. The Rooskies. Go Trove. Go Trove. Go Trove. Go Trove. Go Trove. Go Trove. But yeah, the kangarooskies are a bit rambunctious. Because I was only there 3 nights. I woke up one of the days in some fire, and one of these kangaroo elders, or the female kangaroos, was on top of me. And I was like, get the hell off, man, get off, what's going on, what's going on? I didn't know, I couldn't remember what had happened because of the goose. What's good for the goose? It's good for the gander. And yeah, I didn't know what that was about, to be honest. But it didn't feel right at the time. And then before I left, I noticed there was a brand new addition to the group. A new kangaroo I hadn't seen before. Who went by the name of Conor, who was fucking born. And he was formed, ready to go as well. And it was there was something about it that was uncanny. But also familiar in a nice way as well. I gave the guy a little stroke, sank my hand into the side of his torso, into that fur, grabbed a hold, rubbed it and said, I fucking love you, man. I fucking love you, bud.
It's almost 6 o'clock.
The Conaroo, the Chattanooga Choo Choo, the Big Time Boogoo, the Shane Ross Extravaganza Train. Thanks so much, Shane Ross. But I had to leave those guys in a very testing and crucial point in their lives. Hopefully they got out of it alive. I'm not sure they did, though. Connor Williams, top of the tree, ahead of Billy Britt. The Brit. His name is Brit, and he's a Brit. Roger Naimanine, the Finn. Santa Maria, the Spaniardo. Tommy Guerin, the French guy. Johnny Lucas, the French guy. Joey Lemon. Joey Lemon's the French guy. Roger McLean, the Brit. Darren Takano, the Japanese Dream. Pablo Escudero, the Mexicani. Pablo Finch from the States. And Patrick Vasiliev, the Ruski. And there we see final lap, Billy Britt. Was the best lap? The Brit got the best lap, but I got the last laugh. And that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. Cleo, that's the way Cleona rose.
Time passes quickly, and you're about to receive your new S-Class, a vehicle you can be proud of.
You can be proud of.
In this film, we would like to introduce you to some key features and give you some operating hints.
Operating hints. Located beneath the armrest, you find cup holes and a mobile phone storage unit.
SARS the new Parpee Bays with a 5.9 Goose pure AMG backlifter, fitted and installed by Thomas Dolby Electronics Manufacturing Limited. The wheels, Royalistic Zurich Tory Blue, Finneguale all the whale. The face, a 9.5 lifter. The shape designed by Johnny Grift of Grift Motorship and Dealers, Dublin, SO9 596. The back spoiler rim gauge has a pure mechanical wonderment to it. has a bit of an allure, has an air of grandeur about it. The backlift, in a closer inspection world, we can see it's beautiful. Scooch into the side machine again, you know who it is. It's your old buddy and pal, Conor. What's going on? How come you haven't been answering my texts? That's our gold trophy, God. Do you want to see the trophy cabinet? Come here, I'll show you my trophy cabinet. gold. Gold. Brands Hatch, gold. Autopolis, gold. Tsuba, gold. Italy, gold. Alsace Village, gold. Kyoto, gold. Blue Moon Bay, gold. Gold, baby, gold. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to Mercedes Pellegrino, sponsored by Zurich in association with Grey Goose. And Today FM, Ivan Yates on plates. And who could forget Celtic Tiger Nights. Celtic Tiger Nights. Celtic Tiger Dreams. Celtic Tiger Nights. So now it's Celtic Tiger Nights, the moment again where we delve into something that was happening during the Celtic Tiger, the height of it, randomly on the site showbiz.ie. Sorry, we're a bit quiet there, we need some tunes. Cristiano Tune Aldo. And here we go again. So we've got a vast array of things we could dip in. I'm a lucky dip. I like the lucky dip. I'm a lucky dip kind of guy, I was gonna say. And then I just said, I like the lucky dip. Anyway, it's getting late. Bono's birthday at Lily's sounds like a great situation. Or Flatley's Celtic Tiger Roars. Yes, I can feel it already. We're going out on a Flatley high. Celtic Tiger Dreams. Here we go. The man himself at 47, Irish dancer. It's Celtic Tiger Nights. Brought to you by showbiz.ie. Narrated, read by ConorWilliams.ie. At 47, Irish dancer Michael Flatley ain't getting any younger. They're such charmers at showbiz, aren't they? But that doesn't stop him putting on a 90-minute mind-blowing performance night after night. Mind-blowing. With 50 fast approaching. Michael Flatley shows no signs of slowing down now that he's newly single and one of Ireland's richest men. His Celtic Tiger show blew away audiences in Dublin's Point Theatre last night. Look at him there, man. Fucking Spartacus. Michael Flarticus. I am Flarticus. Maybe he can fucking... we have to... Wasn't it? He's made a film. He's made a film where he's like a bad boy kind of fucking action hero. We need to get a hold of that. But before that happened, that sounds like a Celtic Tiger nightmare. What about this? Michael Flarticus, looking like Gladiator's Maximus Decimus Meridius, commander of the armies of the north at the beginning of the show. Flatley's dance extravaganza provides more theatre than anything that has gone before it. And the ladies on stage are definitely more sexy. We had a lot of sexiness going on in the showbiz world last week on Celtic Tiger Nights. If you remember, we had the Tassel Girls and the Tassel Club. We might be able to visit some of that another time. But at the moment, we're just going to have a look here at some of the amazing work that went on Michael Flatley's Celtic Tiger show. And vocals by singer Paul Harrington, model Una Gibney. Celtic Tiger is an all-Irish affair that's sure to run in packed out theatres around the world. It's not still running, just to let you know. I don't know if it probably in the States, probably on Broadway or one of those for a week or two. After the show, Flatley was expected to turn up at one of his old haunts, Lily's Bordello. But apart from Stephen Dorff, who just popped in for a second, there was no sign of the Super Hoofer at the VIP venue. The Super Hoofer. Super Hoofer. Super Hoofer. There we go, the performers. Perhaps, Jesus. we've got some spicy stuff coming up. Perhaps the club brings back too many strong memories for Michael, seeing as the place he met his former sweetheart Lisa Murphy some years back. No way. And then she started going out with Gerald Keane. It's like a celebrity cobweb of sex and dancing and Flatley and Spartacus. It's insane. It's Celtic Tiger Nights is what it is. Celtic Tiger Nights. And where are we? Come on. Wrong one. Showbiz. Right. Here we go. What's this? Gavin Friday is after you. Gavin fucking Friday is after you. Watch out. Friday's in town. And he's after you. He wasn't too pleased about you when he was talking to me. He said your days are numbered. Other guests of note at Lily's include Bono's two best mates, Googie and Gavin Friday, who both attended Celtic Tiger beforehand. And there we have Googie, some other chap, who knows? What does Googie even do anyway? What does Friday do? Where's Friday? Friday. Are you watching? Where are you, man? Do you want to come and fucking ride behind the wheel of an AMG around Brands Hatch in Indy with me, Loopity Loo Banger, and none other than Eddie Jordan? It's all on a plate for you, Friday. Whatever day you want, you can come around Friday, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, I don't care what day you come round. Put your money where your mouth is. All I gotta say to everyone is thanks very much for tuning in to Mercedes Pellegrino. It's always a pleasure. Roosh, thank you very much. Roosh Groosh, Cleona Rowe, Shane Ross, the Ronster, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. And Celtic Tiger Nights. Sorry, I know the segment. Celtic Tiger Dreams. Segment's done, but I love the tune. Celtic Tiger Nights. Great tune. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. I've been Conor Williams, Conor Gold Trophy Williams. You've been amazing. Get on to Zurich if you can. In the meantime, get onto them. They want to talk to you. They're after you. Also, my good friend Sandiko Lanan, who is a financier extraordinaire, is arriving by freight train this week. He's got a soccer ball for a head, but he's got a ledger as long as his right arm with a load of names, a load of figures, and he wants to make things work. And he's asked me to pass on the message to you. Good night and God bless everyone. Peace. It's almost 6 o'clock, guys. Good night and God bless. The time has arrived. Welcome back to another all-out almighty Clash of the Beasts, sponsored by Stout Guinness and Wales, cradling the egg ball like a cherished baby, and then slamming it down on the ground like an enemy, like the way you'd slam an enemy's head. And whoa, the clashing of bone and sinew, of grass and of man. Pure egg chasers, real-time dreamers, and unstoppable tribesmen of the Welsh valleys. The Up and Under, the Gary Owen, the Jimmy Jesus, the Villa Lobos, the Crazy Knights, the Lazy Days, the Isuzu Troopers, the fucking Suzuki Jimneys, and to a lesser extent, the Sanyongs. I don't know what make they are, maybe something very Tivoli or something like that, but I mean, very competitively leather upholstered interior, surround sound, Bluetooth as standard. And 23 is just rocked into the fucking deep end. Going, listen lads, it's on and it's on now. Are you with me? Or am I gonna have to kill you? Rawr. They're doing everything so well on this, the Chinese year of the Welsh rugby ball, as it goes from hand to hand, passed down from generation to generation. It's the fucking generation game, man. Bruce Forsyth is just bombing down the left wing, scores a try with his chin. Your man looks like a smaller version of Sexton.
maybe about 10 years older. Maybe about that. Journey we more into the new nightmare. The nightmare of the try line. The Wales boys trying to keep a clean sheet because they definitely don't want to be going to the dry cleaners in the morning asking for help to rid the bed sheets from the stains of defeat. The stains of concession. The stains of concession. The Booker Prize nominated debut novel by Sanyong O'Bailey. Critics are calling it the most inflammatory piece of shit they've ever had the privilege of sniffing. Let's not take our noses away from what's on offer to sniff here. It's an absolute try, and they've managed to smell it. Well done to Wales, the Welsh team. They won when it mattered, and it's gonna be leaking daffodils for tea tonight. See you later.